Locked in essential nutrients, no preservatives, less wastage, frozen at its freshest. McCain, behind one, stand many.
Lovely. How's it? We both opened our mouths at the same time. Eager to jump in. I like the way the McCain intro leads there. Behind one stands many. That's Jeff, essentially, in a nutshell, isn't it? Guys, welcome to Jeff Cook, brought to you by McCain. I'm lucky enough to have the prettier face of Jeff Cook here tonight. And I'm just playing sous chef to you.
I'm so lucky to cook in this beautiful kitchen.
Well, welcome to the kitchen. How are you doing?
Good. We've got some exciting things coming, so we've been very busy. But
you can see there's a bit of sweat on the forehead here. It's been a long afternoon in the kitchen. You've seen a few teasers. We've got some very fun things coming everybody's way.
And nachos tonight. Is there anything funner than that?
I love some nachos. You did a series enchilada. Everyone likes a little Mexican. Siri particularly likes a little Mexican. I don't know if Siri's live with us from the US, but I love a bit of nachos. Run us through what this recipe is.
So it's loaded sweet potato nacho fries. That's quite a mouthful, and there's gonna be lots of mouthful on these nachos. But we partnered with McCain for this month to show you that you can use frozen veg. There's nothing wrong with frozen veg. It's super beneficial because they grow the highest quality products, but then flash freeze it. So everything's locked in, all the goodness, all the nutrients and texture and flavor and all of that. But when I was thinking about nachos at a restaurant, they're loaded with cheese and it's not such a satisfying meal. So maybe an hour later, you're hungry. So
this is true. And you end up maybe having to order a second one.
Something else. And then you end up overdoing it. So I just try to figure out how we can make a meal of it with the convenience of sweet potato fries straight out the freezer.
And they're beautiful. Sweet potato, lovely color in them.
And they're so crunchy.
Get there. We're going to stick them in the air fryer. So if you've got that, great. If you don't, stick the oven on. What do you want the oven on?
About 200.
Get them hot, so we're going to get it nice and
and they're going to cook super quick. So this is a meal you can throw together during the week, but the comfort of a takeaway.
I reckon we'll be done in 25 minutes.
Quick.
Hey?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So we've got everything in front of us. We'll run through the ingredients in a second. This smells great. So like what I like about Mexican, as soon as Toni was doing a little bit of prep and you start cutting into like the jalapeños and the onions and you get all this. Oh, it's great. So my tongue's dancing at the moment. So I can't wait to do it. The sweet potato is still in the freezer because it can be.
It's all chopped and ready for you. So you got lucky as sous chef. You didn't have to peel any potatoes tonight.
This is like Gria's role. I do all the hard work and then take no credit and you give it to her. So that's what Toni's done. She's done all the hard work and I'll take the credit at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Pop into the comments while you're here, guys. Say howdy. We're going to catch up.
The names there. Hello, Pat.
Auntie Pat. How's it going? Antoinette back again, had a very lucky week with us last week. Obviously the winner of our giveaway. And who needs to move? Toni, yours. Behind us there. We've got another one. Check it out. We've got a lovely little hamper from the guys at McCain again. All sorts of things.
Apron.
It looks a lot better on you than it did on me. I look better in this black. A little bit more boring. So utensils, sorry, I interrupted. Keep going. What's all in there?
And there's a chopping board made with McCain, and that's your hashtag. So if you want to win, hashtag made with McCain. And we've got oven gloves. I think this is my favorite. We're going to have to arm wrestle this one.
Toni says to me, do we have to give this stuff back?
How beautiful is this?
Lovely little carving set. Sharp knife. It was so sharp, I cut. And get you into it. Sorry, we lost reception there, but we're back.
We are back.
Howdy, guys. Yeah. That might be Eskom playing funny games with us, but we are still here. Who else is here? Daryl, how's it going? Gugu, how are you? Lovely to see you with us.
Natalie
Peterson.
Beverly, Minnie's already hashtagging. Get hashtagging, guys.
Lisa's in it to win it. Made with
McCain.
Lovely, guys.
Amazing. So should we get making it with McCain?
Let's see if we missed anyone. I just hate missing. Mapule, how's it going? Facebook user has a confession, just made it already. Was hungry, about to dish up, and it smells amazing. I'm quite jealous.
Yeah.
I'd quite like to be half an hour in the future because I'm also somewhat peckish. So let's bring up the second screen, and you can see all of the ingredients. And if you need the recipe, it's in Jeff Club in the app, or you can head over to McCain and go grab the beautiful recipe as well as last week's and the weeks ahead straight from
everything there.
Run us through this lovely smelling produce.
Okay, so I've done most of our prep. So if you haven't started that, you can get chopping. At least this is the only thing you have to chop. So some red onion, we're going to fry half of that and keep the other half for a bit of a salsa on the top. Some fresh chopped tomatoes are going to go in there to make a sauce for the beans, butter beans and black beans. And then a couple of spices, smoked paprika, some cumin, some herbs. That's going to add the flavor for this dish. And then some mustard, Worcestershire sauce, balsamic vinegar. That's all going in to make this saucy, and we're just going to let it blip away while we're doing everything else. The sweet potato fries are going to go in the air fryer. You can do them in the oven. And then we're going to make a kind of a sour cream with some cottage cheese and jalapeños. And then we'll put the extra red onion with the jalapeños, some coriander and some lime, and then cheese, obviously.
This absolutely sounds amazing, and I can't wait. There's so much good color here. There's so much good nutrition, loaded with fiber, great things, plant sources of protein. I can't wait for this one. Tones, what do I need to do?
So let's get the sweet potato fries cooking.
Cool.
That's going to take about 15 minutes in the air fryer. And speaking of fiber, sweet potato is slightly higher in fiber than regular potatoes, and just a different alternative. Neither of them better or worse than the other, but something different for you to try, other than the regular old potato. So, coming straight out the freezer, all prepped for you. And these, so they come in different flavors. This is a new flavor, rosemary and garlic. Amazing. Rosemary and garlic go so well together, but I like this combination with the sweetness of the sweet potato.
Smells good. Cool.
Very good.
So the air fryer, you can actually even smell it's snipped open here. You can smell the garlic.
Because I couldn't resist. I had to sample them.
Have you tested them?
I have.
Lovely.
And they're so crisp. So if people were coming over for snacks, blast some of those in the air fryer and then dip them in a mayonnaise or some other dipping sauce. We've got a couple on the...
Go check out our tofu nays. Oh, wait, don't. It's not on the app yet. One day.
It will be, but tomorrow morning.
You can go and use that as a good. So our air fryer is just warming up. It'll take a minute, and then that'll go in there. So your stove nice and hot as well. Does it need any oil or anything?
No,
Straight on?
no.
All good.
Straight in there.
Nice and low fat then as well.
Exactly. Baked, not fried, or air fried. Okay, then we're going to get the onions on the go. So, pan on, a little bit of olive oil.
I shall grab it.
Okay. Nice big pan because you've got to fit all of your beans in there. It's almost just to see some more comments.
Surely we've got some inches there.
We do.
Come on, guys. Who wants a lovely hamper?
There's a couple of Facebook users that are hashtag made it with McCain. How are we going to find out who they are?
Guys, if you're watching on Facebook, just make sure you give it access so you can see your name. Just got to click on the little thing.
Olga says that one's her.
Or, yeah, there we go.
Kim,
Olga's
hello.
back, and Greer says, how's it?
Antoinette. Kat Hermans is here.
Okay, you hold that. We'll get a close up.
Okay.
Going
in the air fryer.
Air fryer.
Straight
Beautiful.
in there. Let's see.
Keep them all in. From frozen.
Looks so good.
Ready to go.
Amazing.
Okay.
They are gluten-free. For those of you following gluten-free plans.
And if you need a gluten-free plan, head over to Jeff Club and you'll see we've got a gluten-free program for you.
So you can incorporate these as a source of carbohydrate.
Kim Ketley wants the hamper. Paolo, do the McCain chips have gluten? Did you see that in answer?
No.
There we go, Paolo. James has answered that for you.
Gluten-free.
Cat's fries already in the air fryer. Well done.
One step ahead of us.
Antoinette, first time having these McCain South Africa sweet potato fries.
Ah.
Beautiful. Okay.
Okay,
So what do you want me to do?
half the onions going in here.
One of our McCain bamboo spatulas. Perfect.
And then save the other half of the chopped red onion, which you can combine with the pickled jalapeños. That's just for your salsa at the end. Okay, and then we're going to put, when those onions have just sweated a little bit, we're going to add the spices. So some smoked paprika, some cumin, and some herbs. And just fry those off a little bit, and then add some crushed garlic.
Lovely.
Dom, this is going to be amazing. Dom also really liked Siri's enchilada, so I think she's on the Mexican train with us. Yeah.
A little Mexican. We might need a few more of these creations, Tony.
I can do that.
There's a little Mexican soup somewhere.
Nacho soup as well.
Soup.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. We miss anybody. Kim just saying hello. Throwing in a hashtag made with McCain.
Oh, there's so many entries.
Lots. Narashni in it. Dom's in it. Liza's in it. Lovely, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it entering.
Who is cooking and who's just watching? Let us know if you are keeping up with us, if you need a recap. Otherwise, if you're just watching, then yeah, chat.
Is there any way that you'd vary this up? You didn't like beans or maybe cheese or any variety?
Well, so this is all plant-based. So if you wanted to use chicken on the top with some mince, then you can, for those meat eaters, definitely change up your protein. If you didn't want the cheese, then your fat could be some avo. That was a hard choice to make, cheese or avo, but we're trying to keep our portions in check, so we went with the cheese. Totally on the Mexican train. Load shedding. Oh, yay, so you can continue cooking with us. Luckily, we don't have load shedding right now. How are those looking?
Well, they're just doing their thing.
Onions
are just sweating away.
Cool.
Deirdre going to love gobbling it up. Give us a taste test, Deirdre. We want to know exactly what it's like. Antoinette's got a load shedding. Luckily, we've got an hour and 20 minutes to get this finished and before our power goes off. So I think we'll be all right.
You know, what I find with nacho chips, their fat content is quite high. So you can have a little handful if you are watching your portion sizes, but something like this, much bigger volume, and you can make a meal of it.
Exactly. And the little tidbit, we've been sharing some beautiful tips on potatoes this week. Join me tomorrow morning if you want to know whether potatoes make you fat. Did you know that they are the most filling, the most satiating food that you get? So, sweet potatoes and potatoes, good things to have, guys. Can be perfectly normal part of a weight management or a weight loss program even. So don't knock them. Sweet potatoes, just get your portions right. And you're good to go. Hella saying hello, loves a sweet potato fry. The kids love a sweet potato fry as well, so it's another lekker. Lisa made something similar to this before, but didn't cook the black beans. And what's nice is obviously they're tinned, so they're already cooked. So nothing in the world. Yeah, just give me a little bit of heat. Yana, just pull up a chair, it'll make yourself comfortable. Natalie, don't eat cheese or avo, so you're just watching. So Natalie, you could swap it out for any other kind of fat to make sure you get a source of fat in your meal. Might just be a little bit of oil that you want in there. That's totally fine. You could get a dairy-free cheese if you wanted. Maybe even some nice sort of spicy nuts. Toast some nuts off, a little bit of chilli. Keep a Mexican vibe going. The source of fat that way. Right. Tones, I put you to work. I'm supposed to. What do you need to do?
So I just added the cumin, paprika, and herbs to the onion.
Nice,
and we're just going
colourful.
to fry it off to wake those flavors up a bit.
That paprika, as soon as it goes in the pan.
Yeah, smokiness. And then we're going to crush some garlic. to put that in there. You don't want to put the garlic in when you put the onions in because it will burn. Okay.
What you asked about?
Yes.
Okay, good. What do you want? Straight in there? Or?
Yeah, straight in there. Kim's putting mince in her husband's nachos.
Yeah.
Amazing. Natalie says, thanks for the tip. All about the portions. Yep. You can eat anything you want. Just watch the portion sizes. Oh, and Antoinette, we were just speaking about air fryers. You really do need to get yourself an air fryer. Make life so much easier. Okay, so garlic is going in, and then just after that, we're going to put the tomatoes in so that they can also sweat and become soft and saucy. With some mustard, some Worcestershire sauce, and balsamic vinegar. Okay, all of that's ready to go. Kath agreeing with the air fryer.
Kath's the queen of air fryer. If there's anything you want to know how it can be cooked, Kath will let you know because she's tried it all.
Tried and tested it. Kath,
Yana says sounds delicious. Hashtag made with McCain. Yana, you're in it
in
to
the
win
running.
it.
Oh,
Lovely.
man.
Guys, hope your kitchen smells as good as ours does.
Yeah, and if you don't want to do nachos with these sweet potato fries, just serve them as a side with a protein, some other frozen veg that McCain offers, so the possibilities are endless. What would you do with the sweet potato fries if you aren't doing these nachos? Okay, Kath, recap of the ingredients. So we are frying half a red onion in the pan, and the sweet potato fries are in the air fryer. Cumin, smoked paprika, herbs, and now garlic in with the red onion. That's frying away. Then we're going to add some chopped tomato. That can go in to start cooking that off. And then with the balsamic vinegar, the Worcestershire sauce, and the mustard to make a sauce. Once that's thickened a little bit, in with the butter beans and the black beans. You can, if you want to use chickpeas or any other kind of bean, lentils would work too. I just like the pop of black from the black beans. And then cottage cheese. If you don't have cottage cheese, use some yogurt to make kind of a sour cream with the other half of the red onion. Some pickled jalapeños. You could just use fresh chilli as well if you wanted. You can squeeze a bit of lime into here to pickle the red onion slightly. And then when the sweet potato fries come out of the air fryer, we're going to sprinkle some cheese on them and then pop them in the oven to grill. And then everything's going to get piled on the top when we serve it with some coriander. Knife and fork nachos, I think this we're going to have to call it.
Or you just get your fingers greasy.
Get dirty, yeah. Food just tastes better like that too. Hello, Nancy. Antoinette says it smells delicious. It is starting to smell really good in here.
Okay. How's everyone else's going? There's some nice smelling kitchens, apparently. Ours smells great. We've got the paprika, tomato, it's smelling Mexican in here, and all the flavors in this. When we get to the lime, that's also those classical kind of tongue wetting phases.
Well,
it's beautiful.
We can slice the lime and get some in here. Okay. Just start seasoning our yogurt. So
should we use our very sharp McCain knife?
We have to. Oh, it's so nice. And our McCain chopping board, and that could all be yours. Hashtag made with McCain. And then.
So what do you want? Just that sliced.
Yeah, sliced and squeezed into the cottage cheese or yogurt, whichever one you're using.
Or into your virgin margarita.
Ooh, we weren't organized enough. That would have been good.
No, but we've got a crew watching us here, just sipping on some red wine. Really just rubbing it in a little bit. We weren't even offered, Toni.
No.
Perks of the job when you're behind the camera. Okay. So just lime and cottage cheese. That's all you want, eh?
And then we'll season with some salt and pepper.
Okay. Lovely.
Oh, it smells good. So smoky.
So that's a nice lean way to do some sour cream. Okay. What do you need me to do?
If you weren't going to use the cheese or the avo, then you could use sour cream as your fat. And a splash of balsamic and a splash of Worcestershire sauce. Oops. Trapped in the lid. And then just wash my hands. And then a teaspoon of mustard. Antoinette's also having some wine.
Here is Antoinette. Lovely. Jade, how's it going, Coach Jade? Antoinette's just enjoying it. Kim Ketley, can't wait to eat this. Beautiful. Guys, once you've done it as well, stick it up onto our Facebook page. Go to Jeff Nourish. Tag us, tag McCain. We love to see your creations, what it all looks like in the end, and importantly, how it tastes. I think that's the critical one. Jade, you too. Which one, Jade? Also having some wine, or can't wait to try this? Was it a long day? It might have been a long day. Cool. So our tomatoes, you just stuck some mustard in there.
Yeah.
Lovely. So that's that. What we're going to move on to next.
Then we're just waiting for that to cook down a little bit, and then the beans will go through to just warm. They're already cooked. You don't want to cook them too long because they'll go mushy. Ooh, look at
that. Some golden brown goodness.
Yum.
Hey? Maybe just 2 minutes more. We haven't even got to our 15 yet. It's only been going for a little bit. We'll give them 2 more minutes.
Efficient air fryer.
And everything will be ready.
Kate, yum. Maybe.
Kate dos Santos. Kate, hopefully you're in the kitchen tonight as well for a change. Jade can't wait to try it. She's on the one-on-one, so no booze. That's a commitment that we like to see. Save it for the 2 out of 7 days that we aren't logging. Brenda, it's a fallacy that sweet potato, is it a fallacy that sweet potato is healthier than normal potato? Nutritionally speaking, what's the difference between potato and sweet potato? You always thought they were quite similar. You can see Toni's nodding away.
Yeah, similar calories, similar carbs, just slightly different nutrient and mineral profile.
So one's not inherently healthy at all. You just get slightly different vitamins and minerals, mainly because of the color. That gives you a bit of a guide. So when you're eating different colors, it tells you that there's something different going on. But like for like in terms of calories, pretty much similar with fiber if you're eating the skin of both of them. So the key to have is the one that you enjoy. So we love a little sweet potato, so we're having a little bit of sweet potato.
Change it up as well, yeah. And I'm sure you'll chat about this tomorrow in your Ed session, but the problem is not potatoes. The problem is how potatoes are prepared. Often deep fried, covered in oil, covered in cheese, but these are baked. So lower in fat and just that much better for us.
It's not always, when you have like some fries, it's not just potato that's in there. There's all sorts of other kind of things. So read your labels, kind of get something that you can trust, and make sure it's not from the golden arches down the road kind of thing. But make your own, bake them. Much better way to sort of do it. Jade says it's going to be delicious. Antoinette, yummy. Natalie, the chopping board and the knife looks divine, doesn't it? Just look at those colors. That dark blade, beautiful wooden handle. Hey, got to be in it to win it, guys. Make sure you hashtag.
Air fryer just saying, give them a shake. We are almost done. I put a bit of chili in with the tomatoes, kind of Mexican without a little bit of a buzz. And then I'm going to pop these beans in to warm through. Is our oven ready to stick them in there? Okay. Beans in.
Lovely. So the butter beans and black beans have just gone in. Black beans, one of my favorite legumes as well. Nice high source of protein, good source of fiber. If you've got some cholesterol issues or something in the family, risk of high cholesterol or heart disease, make sure you're getting your legumes in. Beans, pulses. If you're not having them 2 or 3 times a week, you're missing a chance to support your health with a few more plant-based sources. So they're really, really good for that because of their soluble fiber and a few other things in there. So super option to have. And tinned, they're cooked already, ready to go. Kath, really need times 14 on the app. I would assume you're cooking for the household tonight. You might just have to do a little bit of maths in your head. Antoinette, I was actually at the office today when your hamper was picked up by the courier and it is on its way to you, Antoinette. So you're going to have it. And I can't wait to see it getting put to use in your kitchen. See where this bad boy takes you.
Imagine all the amazing things you can cook with things like this to help you.
A sharp knife makes all the difference.
Huge difference. So a bit of pepper going into our yogurt. Can you put a bit of pepper in there?
I shall. Look at that.
Thank you.
Look at that goodness. We've got all the beans, tomatoes, smelling great.
Okay.
But you want some pepper
and some salt. Yeah. You could add red or yellow peppers to your sauce base as well to up the color and up the nutrients. Nancy, I'd like to see the kettle for the gas stove. Also have one ready for this load shedding. Oh, yep, got to be prepared. Load shedding. Okay, so just give that a bit of a stir.
It's also why having some prepped frozen veg on hand means that when you've only got 20 minutes before the lights are going to go out, it makes your life a little bit easier. So we've stocked up with some of the McCain goodies, which is great. So stir fry, the wedges, the potatoes, and the roast veg from last week. So when you've got a little gap, you don't have to slice and dice. You don't have to worry about it. It's just straight in, make the most of it, and off you go.
Yeah, if the kids need to get to bed early, can get their supper ready super quick.
Looking good. Nancy, you're going to ditch some of the ingredients as some are not your friends for your tummy, but looks yummy. You'll make it for happy. That's what it's about. Adapting it to your taste, needs. Your preference, your gut health, whatever it is. Maybe you're doing Coach Sam's gut health course at the moment. So you're picking up some tips on all of that. But there's some things here, particularly some fermentable carbs from the beans and the dairy that you can swap for something else. So do a protein that's a little bit easier on your tummy, or swap out the dairy for something else. It's got all the goodness of everything else. Nice thing about potatoes is they're pretty low, sort of low residue. So they suit most people's kind of gut health issues. So you should be able to get away with them. And these wedges, because they're not bound with wheat to make them crispy or anything like that. They're gluten-free, so you should be fine as well.
Amazing. I'm so excited.
Okay, what do I need to do?
We're going to get some cheese onto the sweet potato fries and get that melted.
So cheese onto here?
Yes.
Right. Guys, look at that money shot right there. Golden.
So golden. I'm tempted to steal one.
Unfortunately, we have not made enough for Toni. This looks like it's just mine.
I'm just going to make a bit of a pile so that our cheese doesn't fall down the holes. Okay.
What we could do.
I'm going to put a dish in there.
Right. Good thing I've got a glove here from McCain.
There we go.
Okay.
Will it fit the way in? Yep.
There we go.
Perfect.
A boer maak 'n plan.
So, some cheese. They look so good. I like that they're a little bit charred. They'll be caramelized.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
A little bit of extra flavor. Okay. Lisa, when is McCain going to bring out pumpkin fries? Good question, Lisa. And McCain is watching us. So hopefully they've got that one.
Hopefully.
On the chalkboard that they'll be doing. Pumpkin, a nice low carb alternative.
Yeah.
Ava says it smells so nice in your house. Ava, I hope you're one of the times 14 that Kat's cooking for. I'm sure she'll never forget you.
So those things back in the air fryer to melt the cheese.
Okay. So chips out, put the cheese on back into the oven or the air fryer just to get it melted. And then we're just going to top it.
And then I've chopped some of the coriander to go in the cottage cheese or yogurt. The rest we're going to sprinkle on the top. The jalapeños are mixed with the red onion. You can actually give this Yeah,
Sorry,
that's there. This knife is so nice and sharp. A little squeeze of lime there. And then we're just waiting to eat now.
There we go. So 25 minutes. We're at 24.
Oh, well, we're 3 minutes away there.
We won't need that long.
No, not for the cheese.
I went a little hot on the air fryer just to make sure.
Okay. And then you can serve it with some lime wedges. With some extra tang.
Can't wait.
Have you all got your hashtags in? You're minutes away.
Tony's going to have to do the magic hat draw in a few minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So keep popping them in. Hashtag made with McCain. Maybe you could twist an arm by sharing a beautiful story of your McCain sweet potato fries with us. And we'll see who needs this lovely hamper scent today. Right.
And don't forget to post your pictures. We want to see how your loaded nachos turn out and what you've loaded onto them. If you've done anything different. How's that looking? So good. Cheesy nachos.
Look at that. Okay? So much better than the other thing.
So,
okay, do you want this out? Are we done?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a dish.
Just bang it all in.
We have to make it pretty.
Girls versus boys.
Is it gonna come out of there?
Go with my hands. Do not drop. Check it out, guys. Okay, let's give you a quick close-up before. There we go. Lovely.
Okay, let's dish up some of that.
Now it's the important stuff.
Ooh, look. Stringy cheese.
Cheesy goodness.
You're gonna have to grab him.
That is the reason we have cheese right there. Mm.
Oh, I'll tidy it up just now. Okay.
Okay, so bring in number 2.
We're gonna put some beans on.
Looking good. Getting a good forearm workout here at the same time, holding a heavy pan. Maybe I could just hold it with the other hand.
Okay.
Enough?
Yep. And then some of our red onion jalapeno salsa. Do you have a piece of paper towel for me so I can wipe my plate, please?
It's all about presentation.
Yes. Clean up your splotches and splashes. Okay.
Looking good, smelling good. And Jeanette says it looks so delicious. Shelly Klumpfuss, nice to see you pop in there. Hashtag made with McCain, Pat Governor, everyone's in it to win it here, guys. Kerry is here, Narashni. Everyone's in it with hashtag made with McCain. Beautiful.
Done.
Done. Get it right under the grill there.
Ooh.
Look at that, guys.
All angles.
So good. Smells amazing. Great use of negative space, I think is what they call it in the plating there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tony's been teaching me all these things. You'll find out next week exactly why. So watch this space. Lisa, hashtag, look at all these. Everyone's in it to win it here. Tony's going to have to do our little random. Lose signal.
Oh, no.
You guys missed nothing, don't worry. We are about to pick our grand prize winner of our McCain hamper. We've got a drum roll next to me.
And stop.
Chili Klumpfus.
Yay!
Absolutely amazing. That was great timing, Shelly. Jumped in.
This hamper full of things.
Beautiful. Well done, Shelly. We're going to send that off to you ASAP. You're going to have your knife, your apron, your oven gloves, your board, all of these little utensils, nice little glass tray, baking tray, all in there. So that's coming your way. We've got another one to give away next week, guys, so come join us again when we do that. Toni, this smells amazing. What I'm going to make you do for everyone out there is
taste
the money shot.
Okay, but I have to eat a crispy sweet potato fry by itself first because it's so yum. I've been waiting for this moment all day.
I can, I've got the sides of my tongue just going. Antoinette saying congrats. Everyone's sending Shelley a little bit of love. Well done. Dominique having a go. Perhaps, Dom, you might have to check out next week. Looks yummy. It smells great here, guys. We've had loads of fun with you getting stuck in and making this with McCain. We've got a few more beautiful things coming. We've got a burger night next Wednesday, and we've actually got the whole Jeff team cooking with us. So we've got loads of fun next Wednesday with our wedges. And then we've still got another cook week after that. What's
Hawaiian stir fry, sticky pork.
Beautiful. So showing you guys a few different ways of making use of your frozen veg and reminding you it's a great thing to have in the freezer for all sorts of reasons.
So go and do some shopping.
Do it.
Pack the freezer full of all of these McCain veg products.
And if you're on our mailer this week, you also got some coupons to go to Pick and Pay and pick something up. If you didn't, go read your mails and you can go and grab a few and stock up for these load shed nights. We're going to tuck in. Really looking forward to this. It smells amazing. Toni, thank you very much. And we'll see you guys all next week. Same time. Toodles, guys.
Bye.
Locked in essential nutrients, no preservatives, less wastage, frozen at its freshest. McCain, behind one, stand many.